What's going on, Toll Brigades? Welcome to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Just a little short video. I don't know if you guys saw, but I was streaming this game earlier, but then I ultimately decided against it because I know everybody's busy with because it is Super Bowl Sunday and I know a lot of people are probably watching it. I personally, me myself, I'm not really a sports guy, so I probably won't be watching too much of it. I'll probably watch snippets of it, but I won't be watching the whole game because I'm not a sports maniac like most other people are. But I can understand why people are busy today, so I definitely get it. But I'm just gonna do a little video of this game instead. That way you guys can still get your little dose of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Now, I don't think I'm gonna be streaming next Saturday or this coming Saturday because, well, you guys know that 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is coming out on Friday, which is the 12th. I don't think it would be a good idea for me to try to stream that Saturday because everyone's going to be busy playing 3D World. So I'll probably instead make a video of like me and maybe a couple other people playing 3D World instead of doing a stream. Because I don't want to divide people's attention with trying to do one thing and then nobody's there at the stream because everybody's busy doing something else. That's why I ultimately decided against streaming today. I'm just going to make a video out of it instead. I mean, I hope this isn't an issue for anybody. As I said, I know I'm pretty much a streaming channel, but there are going to be times where I'll be making videos like this. If I can't stream or something like that, I'll make a video. If I don't feel like streaming, I'll probably make a video. And like some of my extra video content, like with the Mega Man Legacy Collection, sometimes I will make a video like that. But this is to compensate for not streaming today because that way, at least it'll be something on my channel for Sunday this week. But yeah, I'm using Hestu here. Hestu is freaking awesome. I didn't think I was gonna like using Hestu, but like he's really fun. At least he's one Korok that everyone loves, right? Because the ones that's all over in Breath of the Wild, they suck. You find all 900 of them and all you get is a freaking mound of poo. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it for you right now. That's your reward for finding all 900 Korok seeds. You get a golden poo mound. That is your reward. And you can even contact it in your item screen, in the items menu, but it won't even do anything. It'll just say it smells badly or something like that. I don't really remember exactly what it says, but yeah, you can't even do anything with it. You can't use it as a weapon. You can't heal with it, or you can't even do whatever else that you would probably do with a golden amount of poo. No, all you do is just all it is a trophy, I guess, if you want to really even call it a trophy of your accomplishments. Yeah, that's your accomplishment trophy, is poo. That's what the game wants to remind you that you're so good that you suck. So here's a mountain of poo for your efforts. It's so funny that that's the reward. Like, of all the things they could have given you as a reward, that's what you get. Okay, thanks. I really appreciate that, Breath of the Wild and Zelda developers, because I know you guys were behind this. But yeah, I'm going to be defeating... Oh god, I'm going to low on health here. I do not want that. I always found these little time missions where you gotta defeat a certain number of enemies, I never found any of them to really be tough. No, actually no. One of the ones I was doing on my own time was pretty tough because I barely was able to get to 500 enemies. I got to 500 when it was 20 seconds left. That's all the time I had left to spare. It was freaking crazy, but usually I never have trouble with these. See, because look at that, I'm already at 282 right now. I only got 18 more enemies to defeat, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it. But I really found Hestu to be really fun. The thing about Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is that the characters you can use in this game, I really thought it was going to be less characters to be able to use because of the nature of Breath of the Wild. I never would have thought there were going to be this many characters ever. Wait, info? What? Wait, was she on a freaking frog right there? What? Okay, I didn't expect this. That's pretty cool. She is on a freaking frog. What's... Okay. I always thought Impa was a cool character, so that really fits that she would be riding on a freaking frog. That's awesome. I'm wondering, is that like one of her special abilities that you can unlock in the game? I want to say that it is, because why would it be there if you can't do it, right? But yeah, that's Hestu's training. That was a really cool little mission there, side mission. Let's see what my reward is for this. Not quite level 25 yet. Another pair of maracas. Basically, when you fuse the weapons together, you'll get the effects of the other weapons you fuse with it. So I'm gonna go to the oh, look at that, we got more. Oh, look, there's the description right there. The small seed was given by a Korok. It has a distinct smell. Yeah, I bet it smells bad. An ethereal stone. Didn't expect to get that item. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, I like using the different characters in this game. The one character I don't really like using, and I know it's probably gonna come as a surprise to a lot of people, I don't really like using Zelda that much. I don't know. I just don't really. I don't find her attacking. I don't really find like the stuff she uses to attack. Basically, she uses that Sheikah slate for like the rune abilities and stuff. I don't really find that to be that productive, honestly. Like in comparison to like the other characters who actually use a weapon, she uses the Sheikah slate. And I already know like there's going to be other characters I'm not going to like using that much. But Zelda is definitely my least favorite at this point in time because I only have 5 characters so far. So yeah, out of the characters, Zelda's my least favorite right now. It's not that she's bad, it's just that I'm not really a fan of her attacking type. And I'm sure that I'm not the only person who thinks that. I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't really like using Zelda. It's just like in the other Hyrule Warriors game, the Great Fairy, the giant Great Fairy that you could unlock in the game. I never liked using the Great Fairy because she's way too big, and like a lot of the enemies are really small. Their hitboxes. She can't even freaking reach half the enemies because they're so small. And like she's like a mountain of a character, and it really makes attacking enemies really awkward. You know, that's like when you're using a smaller character. That's like when you're using a smaller character and then you have a bunch of bigger characters, and it's like it's hard to attack where you need to because you're so small. But in that case, it's the complete opposite. You're such a big character that it's hard to attack enemies that's on the ground. So, but I'm not saying that the Great Fairy is a bad character. I just don't like using her because of her size. Is basically what I'm saying. She's like a freaking mountain, and you got all these little enemies scavenging around on the ground there. You can't even freaking hit them half the time. Anyway, with that little spiel over there, let's see what else we got. Let's do this. Hope you guys don't mind me making these little extra videos on my channel. You know, I'll probably make a little playlist just showing like what extra videos on there, because I'm gonna be doing this from time and time again. Even though I know I said in the beginning that I will only be streaming, but you know, I kind of figured that I probably wasn't gonna stay true to that. So it is what it is. But anyway, let's do another side mission here. Let's do. Oh, we can get some more clothing with this one. Recommended level 27. You know what? I could still fight these. I could still fight these other these enemies in this level. I could still do it. Let me use Rivali for this one.
You have a lot to look forward to.
And I always like using the souffle, because the souffle actually increases your experience by 7%. So that is honestly my favorite food item to use whenever I go on a mission. It's not that the others are bad, it's just that I find more use in gaining experience quicker than the other items. That's just me. But there are going to be times where, you know, taking less damage is more useful. You know, halving the enemy's HP is going to be more useful. You know, I'm not going to always use the souffle, but most of the 90% of the time, that's what I'm using for these missions. Even the main story missions, I use them. So, but yeah, let's use Rivali. So we got Rivali, and we also have Daruk. Almost said his name wrong there. Actually, I kind of did say his name wrong, but I don't really care. I mean, at least I pronounced his name right there. So, got a Moblin. But obviously, you know, the best character in this game is Link, because Link has the most weapons. He has the most variety of weapons he can use. Like, all the other characters are specified to one type of weapon. Like, Mipha uses the spear. You know, Impa uses that. She uses her fancy sword. Zelda uses the Sheikah Slate, but Link has access to freaking swords and one of my favorite weapons that Link can use in the game is the Supinator. Just the fact that you can use a cooking utensil as a weapon is absolutely hilarious. I always love the Supinator. Sometimes I just use, like, if there's a mission that I'm able to use the Supinator, I would just use it just for the hell of it because it's hilarious. Link's using a freaking spoon as a weapon. Oh my gosh. I just love that. Let me switch to the root here. But yeah, Daruk is like one of my favorite like Zelda characters. He really is. He's funny. You know, it's one cutscene in the game I love where like Impa is arguing with the freaking. She's basically arguing with the little guardian that she has with her. That, you know, the little robot. Yeah, she's basically arguing with that thing. And like Rivali flies off and calls them acidine. Like that cutscene is easily my favorite in the entire game. I love that cutscene so much. Just because of the way it was written. People say, "Oh, Zelda games can never be fun." Zelda games can be hilarious at times. Like look at the way some of the dynamic comedy of some of these characters can be. Like, you tell me Zelda doesn't have funny moments? Are you serious? Zelda has plenty of funny moments in it. You know, in Oracle of Seasons, you know, the Subrosians. You got the Subrosians in that game. You know, the Subrosian blacksmith in the game. You know, when he wants to fix up your shield and such. You know, and basically you have two options to ask him to fix the item for you. Basically, you would have the options of do it and please. And if you say please, he'll say, you don't know how to ask for a favor or something like that. So you basically have to say do it. Like, you gotta demand him to do it in order for it to come to. And like, I love how like opposite the Subrosians are to like normal humans in terms of like conversation. Like, they'll say some of the weirdest stuff. And that was what made me. I really miss the Subrosians because the Subrosians were so freaking cool. They were mysterious, like hooded beings. And they only appeared in that one game. I'm pretty sure it might have been referenced in another Zelda game that I probably didn't really play too much of. But as far as I know, Oracle of Seasons is the only time the Subrosians are ever making an appearance. Or even any mention of it. So it kind of sucks that that's the case. But, you know, I like them. I like the Subrosians. That's why I really wish that the Oracles could get a remake, because, you know, there's so many things about the Oracles that people should, you know, be exposed to. But if we don't get a remake, well they're never going to be able to, you know, experience these things. So, I'm totally on board with getting an Oracle remake. You guys know that. If you guys see my channel, if you guys see my videos and stuff, you already know my stance from the Oracles. I want a remake of those games so badly. One's about time travel, and the other one's about changing the seasons to get to different parts of the map. And they also take place outside of Hyrule, which I'm going to be streaming the Oracles at some point on this channel, so don't worry, you will be seeing it. But I really hope we get a remake. We desperately need a remake of those games because they're becoming a little bit more, I don't want to say outdated because they're still fun to play. They're becoming more so just inaccessible in a way. They're becoming more inaccessible as time goes on. Like, what's the only legitimate way you can play it nowadays on the 3DS Virtual Console? And even that's becoming, you know, less accessible because the 3DS, if you guys don't know already, has already ceased production. You can't even really get 3DSs anymore unless you order a used one online or something. So yeah, good luck trying to get a 3DS. But yeah, that's like the only way you can play the Oracles legitimate. I mean, yeah, you can always play an emulator, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. But like, if you want to play the game legitimately, you really can't. And plus, the control scheme is becoming a little bit dated as well. You know, two face buttons, the A and B buttons, the only one you had to constantly keep unequipping a certain weapon if you want to use like a special weapon in a dungeon or something. You have to either equip your sword or your shield constantly. You know, Link's Awakening fixed that, obviously, but like the Oracles can fix that too. They could do the exact same thing they did with Link's Awakening with the Oracle, and just fix up the control scheme and have it easier to work with. But I'm talking way too much about the Oracles game. But yeah, Rivali here is really fun to use. Like, I don't really use him on too many missions, but like when I do get a chance to use him, I actually take advantage of it because Rivali is so freaking cool. I like how smarky and sarcastic he is towards Link because he thinks Link is just like some ne'er-do-well or something. Like he doesn't think that Link has the you know, the ability to save the kingdom. He doesn't. He doesn't have any faith in Link whatsoever. Now, of course, if you guys play Breath of the Wild, you would know that Rivali is really good on terms with Link in the game, but in terms of, you know, this game here, Rivali doesn't really like Link very much. He keeps calling him a lame knight and stuff like that. He keeps basically putting down his ability to do stuff. He never seems to acknowledge him whenever he does something right. Yeah, that's Rivali. He kind of reminds me of Falco from Star Fox, where like Falco is basically, he never really acknowledges Fox very much. Like he always thinks that he's just too cool for Fox. And you know, he doesn't have to do what Fox tells him to do because he thinks that he's above Fox in terms of ranking. That's the kind of vibe I get from Rivali in this game. At least for the part that I played up to. I mean, I'm sure Rivali's gonna warm up to Link later. It's pretty obvious that he is because this precedes Breath of the Wild. So you know Rivali's gonna end up trusting Link later on. He's gonna say, "I never thought I'd say this, but Link, you're an amazing hero," or something. You know it's gonna build up to that. You know it is. Every story has to have a happy ending, doesn't it? Well, not every story, but most stories have to have a happy ending. We know Rivali's gonna end up trusting Link at a later point in time. Anyway, I want to go over here because we have this one last point to get to, and I'm gonna assume the little side mission here is gonna end once I defeat what I need to defeat over here. So let's do this. Got a bunch of lizard foes on the way though. I could get Daruk over here, but I ain't gonna worry about him. He can go fight off whatever other enemies there are in his area. Keep going. Oh god. Okay, that was close. Heal here. There we go. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh. Oh my, okay, this is getting... Man, it's a good thing I have food to heal with. Okay, there's obviously another enemy that keeps attacking. Yeah, there's another fire mob, and that's what it is. Okay, let's take care of this one. Bam! Okay, there we go. That's one. Now for the other one, where is he? There he is. Come on. It takes so long to defeat some of these, you know, these basically these bigger enemies sometimes. But that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the mission. So we're done with that training mission there. I think that's long enough for a video. You know, I just need about 20 minutes to do this. So there you go. Got an ethereal stone, okay. Okay, so wait, we already had the flame breaker boots, I think. I think I could if I do I could sell that. But yeah, that's the mission. So yeah, 2 missions for this video. So that's about it for that. Actually, let me just check before I end this video here. I just want to check. And I'm just so. Wait a minute. Oh no, I don't. I don't have them. Okay. I thought I already had them, but I don't. I'm disappointed. There's no pink. There's no pink freaking dye for this. Well, I would assume that there's another dye shop somewhere, and you do have pink. You have access to pink, purple, green. Because these are the only colors you have, or these 5 here. While I appreciate seeing black and yellow there, there's no pink and purple. Why? They need to have them. But let me make these yellow here. Because no, I don't want to I don't want to change into them. Okay, how do I? Oh my gosh. Why is it not letting me? It's not letting me change Link back to. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. Go to a mission where Link is accessible. Let's just go to something here, and I should be able to change him back to his other clothes. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's put him in. It's the Hyrulean stuff. The Hylian trousers, the Hylian tunic, and Hylian hood. Yeah, I think that's what I had him in, right? That looks about right. But yeah, I'm gonna save the game. So yeah, that's it for this little video of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I just wanted to show off a couple little side missions in the game. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. So I'll be seeing you guys next time.